What ideally we're looking for is the creation, the genesis of a whole new Blue Man.
I'm sure we all came in here with a bunch of expectations about what we were going to be doing. They've just been sort of shattered.
It's very hard to sort of like be on stage and like, I'm doing that thing, right, that they're asking. And to have someone say like, wow, I'm getting nothing from you. It's like, what?
This has been like day camp for a while, but when someone gets let go, it's a little bit of a mind fuck.
Be excited for your next move.
All of these guys do have a long way to go. Every step kind of just ups the stakes.
The next step is always a little scary. So once I'm out here, come through, take your time, try to be safe.
So today's session was the first time that the guys are here at the theater. Come over here, take in the focus, and the goal of it is to get the guys familiar with the space and understand the blocking where they need to be.
It's really exciting. It's a really interesting space. It's very packed. Everything's got its place. So you're walking around and there's just stuff hanging on the walls everywhere. Everything's got its little nook and cranny.
It's real now. It's a big thing. It's not a small show. It's like it's world renowned. Yeah. So to get on the stage and even to meet the Blue Men, it's really like it's exhilarating.
You guys are going in. How are you doing? It's come around so quickly. Last week it was orientation, playing games, getting to know each other's names, saying hello, and now it's like you got to get it because you're on stage soon, and it's come around so quickly. Cool. So today we're gonna do the blocking from the top of the show, at least up through the top of piece picking.
They took us through all of the blocking specific to the space, so sort of where we're going to have to stand and be, because it's obviously different doing it here.
We learned just basically what we needed to, the motions of where we go up there, when we put stuff down, when we pick things up. So the goal is to try to get your toes as close to the seats as possible, and how and where to walk on the chairs, different ways you can. You should be able to just walk.
So the chair walking is a brand new thing.
You should be able to walk all the way across the seats.
The vets make it look easy. But when you start doing it, like you start to be wobbly, and then you think about, oh, what if I'm nervous on stage and your legs are like jelly?
Pete nearly took mine and Murph's head off. He was climbing and then he had our heads like this and said, yeah, you know, you guys can use head support. Oh, But, you know, I guess that's what happens if you climb on chairs in the dark.
As you get ready to go into the show, for sure you feel the heat. Simultaneously, though, they are going to start learning some other pieces, like some other musical pieces as well.
Dying to get behind the PVC since day one. They're quite technical, so you've got like 2 rows of PVC pipes and all different colours, and it's not an easy instrument to start learning.
We're practicing all the time just to get it in our bones. Shit. I mean, if you hit a bum note, you might be lucky and you might just create a cool jazzy little riff, but sometimes it's not that way and it's quite obvious. Just go.
If you can see, there's a whole bunch of pipes with open tops. It's not chromatic like a piano where like you start at one end and it's low and then you just work up, sort of like by like even steps or whatever. It's sort of all over the place.
Okay, here we go, from the top. PVCs, you're learning patterns based on colors. Like I kind of do a triangle and a zigzag and a doohickey and a thing there. The more that you just kind of like trust that we're going to learn this pattern and it's going to become ingrained, rather than going like red, blue, red, green, green, you know, then It's much, much harder.
Training here, it's super friendly. We all are supporting each other in every way we possibly can, and that includes the directors and the guys, of course. But when you put people in a iconic off-Broadway show, you also get to see like how they deal with stress, how if there's a professionalism that they have to bring and that has to be a part of who they are.
Could there be people leaving in week 2?
There is always a possibility, yeah.
This is what it's going to be. We've been talking about it and sort of practicing it like this in reference to the theater. Now we're actually here, we're actually doing it.
There's so much possibility for it fucking up that it's gonna be a disaster, and it's gonna be a great learning tool, I feel like. It's trial by fire. There's no other way to really look at it, because it's like, we're gonna do it one way or the other, so I might as well just gloriously fuck up.
If someone has a flat out like train wreck, but in that they continue to be the character and they don't let it throw them out of the show, and we don't see them as the actor struggling, then absolutely, people will get a second chance. Sometimes they'll even get a third chance.
It's sort of a strange spot to be in, because on the one hand, everyone is very understanding that this is, you know, you're jumping on the horse for the first time, and you're jumping on a horse that's moving. It's going somewhere. But also the pressure is definitely on to sort of deliver.
Stopping here.
Do you guys have things? Because I just have a few things written down that I will.
This is from the deck crew. The camera handoff is something.
You're doing something. Your position is a little strange.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll know now.
I mean, you guys did a really great job, and you seem comfortable in what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to not get in my head. I'm gonna fuck up the first one tomorrow. Yeah, I was gonna.
I'm trying to focus on strengths maybe more than weaknesses, because I think inherent in some of the weaknesses is character. So I think that you don't want to try and iron out every crease that you've got, because I think within that's finding kind of where I'm finding it in with this idea of what a blue man is the unknown. But I do want to get the blocking to a point where I'm not going to fuck it up.
And you were a bit tight.
Yeah.
And you were kind of like, and it was manifesting a lot right in here. I think you need to let this be a little bit more ease in your body.
Cool. Yeah.
Because it felt very like that. You know?
Cool.
I'm definitely keeping the focus on the acting, because the music stuff is definitely just going to kind of be like, cool.
Murph, you seemed really low energy. Think of something active to give yourself a motor. You have to give yourself a motor. You have to give yourself a motor.
Doing the whole piece, you didn't look at the audience at all. And really, the whole thing is your piece, your idea for them. So I bet you're a good enough drummer that you wouldn't even have to look at the drum bone at all. You could probably look over your shoulder and look at all these kids and people and women and children watching you, and they, soak up whatever they're giving you. If they're moving, if they're grooving, really, really take it in.
Obviously, we wanted like a technically sound show, but this is your first time getting to go at it with an audience, so.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You're being assessed, and when you're in theatre, along with pressure and feeling a bit nervous and excited, overwhelmed, like I was, it's just a bit like.
Look the other way. Come back together. Over here.
you're on a timer really to get ready and get on stage. So it kind of made my nerves vanish for a short period before I was just about to go on stage, and then the nerves kicked in again.
I wasn't catching the paintballs. I just hitting me, or going over me. Connor just didn't have the concentration and relaxation to just breathe and throw, but I also couldn't return the favor to jump and catch because I was just like, come on man, let's do it.
He said to me that it was his catching, but I said it was my throwing. But I said it takes two to tango, really. Like, two people have got to be in this to make it work. I think we both composed then and thought, okay, let's do this. Then he started catching, and we was like, okay, the ball's rolling now, like, the train's moving, we're on it, we're going. Yeah, it's good.
I felt pretty cool. It's quite a cool feeling, you know? I feel I recovered for myself, my own mind as well. Good job. And I heard other people react as well, so I was like, okay, cool. It's good. They're rooting for me.
Murph, David, Andy, and Connor need to pump it up to a whole nother level.
We cut a trainee. First guy that we lost on Friday, David Bowen. It's definitely an odd experience. He was a super guy, hard worker. He did all of the things that one needs to do in order to perform the show.
To find out afterwards that he had been cut was pretty surprising, and it took us a while to sort of metabolize that, for sure.
We were very shocked, and we were like, oh, we thought we did okay, but obviously we missed something.
David was not able to find a way into who is this character, how is this character approaching the world? The mystery, curiosity, I don't know if there's a better way to put it than that. And Murph was that guy. We did take that chance on him, as well as him taking the chance on the Blue Man experience. And that just didn't click, but in a different way.
The internal life that he had, that I did see sort of behind the scenes, just didn't get lit up on stage in the way we needed it to for this character. The stuff that affected him stayed within him, and probably that's why it got expressed in his music. When he had that particular outlet, this fierceness came through. But when it was required that it come through his own body and his own eyes, and the changing of his guard and his openness, subsequent to that, when he didn't have access to it, for a different reason than Bowen, it too didn't work out.
It was crazy, really, but it was the reality. And we've all become so close. It's kind of become like a little family here, because we've been together for only 2 weeks, but we're here every day for quite a few hours.
Feels kind of strange, but you just have to focus on what it is you're here for, which is to keep going through training. And it's like they've always told us, from the beginning, you've got to take this thing day by day.
It's hard because we have to now try not to let that affect us and our journey. And just make every second count.
you.